Guys, how we doing, prisoners? I got somebody literally, I don't know if you can see him in the camera, but he's got to be an inch off my arse. So he's pulled back now because we're on a 60 mile an hour, well it's 50 miles an hour here, but I'm doing like 35 miles an hour just to piss him off. He's backed off now. I think he's got the point, and he can't undertake me. He can't. Anyway, it is what it is. I want to speed up. I want to go, but no matter what speed I go, he drives up my arse, and then I pull in, and he pulls in and just cruises as well. He's just being a twat. But anyway, I'm on my way to a protest. I'm waiting for the car in front of me to move so I can go. But he's not going to, so I'm going to go over instead. There we go. That's the week. Anyway, people, I have had a shit week. I've had a not just the last couple of days, but I've had since last Saturday. Right, I can't read the comments at the moment, obviously, people. Right, I'm driving. That'd be dangerous, right? But I've had an absolute nightmare, right? A real nightmare. He's driving. He's back up my arse now. Driving like, look, you fucking prick. Oh, sorry, people. Sorry. Right, I've had an absolute nightmare. So last Saturday, I went to Huntingdon. I'll tell you a little bit about what's happened. I went to Huntingdon. It was a Pink Ladies protest. Pink car's telling me that I've got a break, like I don't know. Anyway, I went to a Pink Ladies protest, okay? It was in Huntingdon. The Pink Ladies protest starts off from the train station. Got to the train station. As usual, I take my two phones. I take my personal mobile phone and I take the mobile phone that I stream on. I do have a third mobile phone. It's my work mobile phone, and generally that only comes with me when I know I've got a really important call to deal with during the day. Anyway, that weren't with me. So, got to the protest, paid for my parking. I can see all the SUTR, that stand up to racism, Antifa. I can see them all starting to gather in the we're in some traffic now, in the train station car park. Parking was brilliant, £3.80 all day long. That's absolutely fantastic, right? So anyway, paid for my parking, could not find my phones anywhere. I'm going to cut a very long story short. I've lost both of my Galaxy S20 Ultra phones, and through the week I've had to replace them. Unfortunately, I never get contract phones. I only use contract SIMs, which only cost £20 a month for unlimited EE deals, all that palaver. So I've had to buy two new phones. Obviously, I never buy the brand spanking new phones that are out because I'm not chavvy like that, but I used to be fair. But so I bought myself the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. So that was the first one I bought. That was for my personal mobile phone. Then I bought another Samsung Galaxy S20, cheap as chips, but an absolutely awesome, amazing phone just to stream off of, and it's very cheap. So my S20 Ultra was the global version, which is the 3.36 gigahertz CPU, very powerful, 512 gig HDD hard disk drive, you know, internal storage. So it turns up, instead of having the 12 gig that it's supposed to have on board, it only had 8, and it was only 256 gig. So that went back straight away. I've not even been paid yet by Amazon for refunding the money. I've argued with them. They said it can take up to 2 weeks. Anyway, the argument ended today, and I should be getting paid within the next couple of days. But in that time, I'm without a phone. So I've been using WhatsApp. Fortunately, WhatsApp was still open on my laptop, so I haven't had to activate it in the app on the phone that I no longer have. The WhatsApp was open on my laptop and I never shut it down, so I was still able to communicate through WhatsApp. So anyway, the new Galaxy S23 Ultra arrived last night, along with my S20 Ultra, which I'm streaming on right now whilst driving along. And I've only in my van I've got the setup so I can film whilst driving, but I've bought the cradles and stuff so I can stream whilst I'm driving. But so guys, that's been my nightmare. It's cost me an absolute fortune. I'm going to be very open. Yeah, I had a look. I can see that comment. I had a look at Black Market. It's just that I never normally have problems off of Amazon, and when I do get problems, it gets resolved pretty quick. Now, to be fair, this was resolved. I was able to just, or Chucky took it to the post office, which is our local Amazon drop point. She took it to the post office, but we got guaranteed next day delivery service signed for, because I know what these, and unfortunately this was a third party seller. So but it was signed for, it was dealt with, and we've got the proof. Amazon are refunding me the money, but it is where I'm saying I will be completely transparent with everybody with regards to the funds and the money that not that I have to be, right, but I will be, right. I had £176 left over from funds that I've been donated over the last couple of months and things like that, right? So I've put that towards buying me new phone. I've added the rest. This weekend's cost to get these things replaced. Yes, I could have bought cheap, crappy old phones and got me by, but why should I have? I've put most of the money has come from my own funds. So around 850 quid of it has come from my own funds. It's a kick in the nuts because it's so close to Christmas. And I know what Chucky wants for Christmas. So anyway, guys, that's what's happened to me. That's what's been going on. And I'm going to be honest with you. I had to apologise to Chucky, right? Because I've come home that day. Now, she was looking after the grandkids slightly further up north. I won't name the area. And I was actually going to go and visit one of you. I don't know if you're in the chat tonight, but one of you I was going to go, hey, I've just seen Horst Shabalski. Welcome to the chat, mate. Ain't seen you in the chat for a long time. Or you've not commented. Horst Shabalski, people, he's one of the originals from when I started this channel off, originally, when it was all about my camper van, building my ex-prison van. So, right, I've got a little light above me, a little clip-on light that it shines down on the righteous, so it illuminates my bald head, right? I could turn the cap around like that, but the cap stops the glow so I can see the road. But it illuminates me enough so that you people can see my gorgeous features. If I turn that off though, yeah, see, it does the job. There we go. Right, we got, hold on, I'm gonna have to move over. There's cops behind me trying to get past, so I'm gonna let them, and then we got idiots. Now I've just pulled into the middle lane to try and take advantage of people that have moved out of the middle lane. That pisses me off, man. Right, let me just get out of the way. I'll tell you what, look at the car. No, I don't think so, you fucking, mate, you're a fucking prick. Sorry, I'm doing it again. Do you know what? It really bugs me, that does. RBC, right? RBC Group Service Division, like some sort of building, logistics field, right? What an absolute prick. He's firing up behind it was an ambulance, right? To get, that really bugs me, that does. Sorry, right? I can't wait to get next to you. I'm going to tell him what an absolute dick he is. Right, people, you got to understand, you know, when you pull over and you let a police car go or an ambulance, in this instance, it was an ambulance. No, sorry, mate, I can't let you go. I want to chase him. In this instance, it was an ambulance. I've let the ambulance go, and this prick, RBC Group Service Division, go on, mate, RBC Service Division, have flown up behind the ambulance to try and take advantage of him getting through the traffic. Sorry, I know, yeah, my language was a little bit colourful then, but I'm going to blame the fact that I'm poor now and I'm broke, and it's just coming up to Christmas. Anyway, people, that's what's been going on. And right, I'll tell you, right, I was talking about Chucky. I was going to have to apologise to, I had to apologise to Chucky the next day. I came home, I was fuming. Now, like I say, where I was in Huntingdon, she was up near that area looking after the grandkids. And I was also going to be going and visiting who might be in the chat. I don't know if he's in the chat. If he's in here, you're more than welcome to say it was you and all the rest of it. I was going to visit one of you lot, a sub, who's invited me around to his home to go and have a cup of tea, a Red Bull, whatever, and have a look at his beautiful Christmas lights that he's done and all the rest of it. So I had the ump so much driving home from Huntingdon. First of all, I didn't have a phone, so I could not let Chucky know. But I was steaming, and I literally was about 3 or 4 minutes from where she was with the grandkids. And I thought, I am steaming at the moment. I can't go and visit. because I'm a kid, a big kid at the end of the day, and I couldn't hide my anger, right? So I just drove home. When I've got home, I've then been able to contact. We've got some spare old mobile phones that do have SIM cards in them that are live, that I can connect to our broadband at home, and I can at least make a WhatsApp call to Chucky. So I've got one of those old, but they are honestly on a pick up. I think they're still stuck on 3 bloody G. I don't even think they can pick up 4G. But anyway, that's how old they are. But it was enough to make a phone call. And straight away, Chucky said to me, but you just round the corner from me. And when she got home, I had to apologise deeply to her, because I was like a kid, a big, sulking bloody kid who had the ump because he couldn't get no more bloody cake and chocolate, right? And I had to apologise. I had my tail between my legs, but she also at the same time understood. I've just lost, okay, they were old phones, but I've still got to spend a lot of money to replace them. So that's it. That's how my week's been, guys. It's been very eventful. And I think a couple more things have happened. So I spent, when the phones turned up at roughly, 6-7 p.m. last night, I spent from that time till around 3 or 4 a.m. this morning up, setting the phones up. Like, you know, like when you get a new computer or something, you're up all night, you're playing with it, you're getting it all set up, having it customised, and that's what I was like. So I'm a little bit tired at the moment, a little bit grumpy, and yeah, anyway. Horshabuski, go on mate, go on. I'm letting you go because I'm reading this comment. Horshabuski, the phone situation sounds like you had back in the days when police, yeah, they took my phone when the police, yeah man, honestly. Yeah, I get you. Do you know what, Horst? It's very good to see you, very nice to see you back in the comments, my friend. Obviously, like I say, I'm only picking up on the very, very odd comment. I'm not touching the phone. It's on the dashboard, in its cradle. But I am just reading the odd, yes, we're completely teetotal. Have not touched a drink, I'll tell you now, last Saturday. Right, so, Chucky said to me, by the way, Mally's got no food, so you're going to have to go to the shop and get some food. She had some of her biscuits, but we mix her biscuits up with a different food, right? So, anyway, I didn't, right? there was a fresh cooked chicken. You know, one of those chickens that well, fresh is debatable, but you know, one of those chickens that you buy that's already cooked at a supermarket, you pay £5 or £6 for. There was one of those in the fridge. We tend to always have something like that in the fridge because you can just pick it and throw it into a sandwich or whatever you want to do. Or we pick it and we throw it into a soup if we're making a soup. So anyway, I've picked at that, torn that to pieces, I've added that to her biscuits, and I've admitted to her, Chucky, I said, if I go to the shop now, it was like a case of just walking to our local shop. If I'd have walked to our local shop on that Saturday, after getting home, I'm being honest, I'm being very honest, I would have crumbled, guys. I would have bought a drink, right? And as it was, I sat indoors, fuming, steaming, contacting a few people on WhatsApp to tell them what had happened. And having to explain how comes I'm still on bloody WhatsApp under that account and stuff. It's because I'm still logged in on my laptop and all that crap. And honestly, it was getting on my tits, mate. It really, really was. But so yeah, myself and Chucky now have been teetotal for I think roughly a month, roughly. And yeah, do I feel any better for it? Not at the moment. Not at the moment. Financially, I'm a lot better. I never realised just how much. I'll tell you what, the amount of, gotta get this late, the amount of money I've saved actually would have paid for the Galaxy S20 Ultra phone. Like, the amount of money I would have spent on alcohol between myself and Chucky, I have saved enough money to buy that phone off of Amazon. You've only got to go on to Amazon, and I did get the 512 gig version because you can't extend the storage space on these phones. So I've got the 512 gig version. So you've only got to go on Amazon to see how much they cost. They are between 500 and 600 quid. And fortunately, I'm just getting that in a lane. I'm just about to go on to the M11, guys, so people might know where I am coming from East London part to get onto the M11, where everybody's now squeezing from 3 lanes into the inner lane to try and squeeze onto the M11. Some people get so desperate that they don't realise the second lane still gets them onto the M11 anyway, but they're just desperate to get on this lane. Rob T, PNLA, I'm coming up 7 years. 7 years, we'll find others. Hold on, 7 years. Others will see the changes. Right, do you know what, Rob? See what you've just said there? I had somebody say to me, not sure why, you look a bit different, like skin colour. Like sometimes you look a bit grey, because I never suffer with hangovers, right? I never suffer with hangovers, right? But I realised that my skin complexion, or my complexion, maybe looks a little bit grey. And now I understand what they're on about. I can't see it. But funny you say that, Rob. People have noticed it, and I haven't. But yeah, right. Where am I? I am, according to TomTom, or the sat-nav, not TomTom, figure of speech, according to sat-nav, I'm 37 minutes away from getting to where I will be parking up, and then it's about a 2-minute walk around to the protest. And that's it, people. That's what's been going on. Nothing exciting. But, oh, we got the police in front holding this lane up. Do you know what? I want to get next to them. They're doing 49 miles an hour. I actually want to get next to them. If this van would move over, then it's the police in front. I want to get next to them, overtaking at sort of like 50, 51 miles an hour. That winds them up when you do that. So how comes we're getting goosebumps? I've just read that. Right, anyway, just quickly, people, evening. I don't know who's in the chat, right? But good evening to you. As you can see from the title, I've just explained what a crap last week. What are we on there? Friday. So yeah, it's been coming up for 7 days now. Tomorrow will be 7 days, of course, and it'll be the 7th day of me having an absolute crap week. But this fan's going to go flying by. We're on 50-mile-an-hour zone at the moment. He don't realise there's cops in front. All of a sudden, he slammed on his brakes. Oh, what a donkey. Yeah, right. So we are 36 minutes away from. There we go. Now I can speed up, people. Leave the cops behind. The cops are just to my left there. Now the left right hand lane is just ground to a halt. Yep, hazards on. There we go, people. So we're in a lot of traffic. What an absolute penis. Ah, oh, come on. Hey, Big Lol, don't know how long you've been in the chat, mate. I did make reference to you earlier on. Hope you don't mind. I'm sort of going to say it now that it was Big Lol that I was going to go and visit, but like I say, I was crying over my phone, and yeah, when I look at it, it is just spilt milk, but it's expensive spilt milk, and yeah, it is what it is. I could have done without this happening just before Christmas, but it has, and you know, it just means that Chucky don't get a Christmas present. She's actually told me what she wants for this Christmas. So yeah, that's it. She's told me what she wants. Yeah. There you go. I don't even know the name of it. I can't remember. I can't remember the bloody name of what she wants. This right-hand lane is ground to a bloody halt, 11 miles an hour I'm doing. Well, I'll just let you know, right, Lol, she's on her way back from there now. She's just literally picked the kids up from London. She's dropping them up there now. I thought she was going to be staying overnight, or possibly for the weekend, looking after them. And if she was, I would have organised something, but she isn't. That's if you would have had the time, of course. But anyway, she isn't now. So, but tomorrow we got a busy day. Tomorrow, people, we got a digital ID protest tomorrow, and we've got the Christmas Carol service that's been organised by Tommy Robinson, or Tommy Robinson's mob. So yeah, we've got that tomorrow, which I'll be covering. And the digital ID protest. You want a tooth? Yeah. Cruising by the police again. Right, let's relax. Right, I'm going to have a little sleep, people. Wake me up when we're there. Now what? I've got to say, this car's fantastic. It's got like the self-drive feature on it, right? It does truly keep you in the lane right? It's not just your normal lane guidance system. I've just turned it on now, right? I can literally take my hands off. The only thing is it'll beep and it will tell me stop being an idiot and put your hands back on the steering wheel. But I can literally take my hands off the steering wheel, but I've got, it's telling me now, I've got to keep my hands close to the steering wheel, otherwise it warns me. But it's fantastic, I love it. I can have a I better keep my hands on the steering wheel. It's beeping now, telling me to put my hands on the steering wheel. This is fantastic. Yeah, I've held the steering wheel and it shuts its mouth up. Yep, look Daddy, no hands. Hey guys, I'm not being irresponsible, but I am, right? There's no vehicles around me at the moment. There will be in about 30 seconds. But it's fantastic, I love it. Now he's braking. Why do the guys in the middle lane, right, I've got to change gear, get back in the guys in the middle lane, no one's in front of him, and he just decides to brake. Idiot. Whoa, 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 come on people. I was going to say the level of people's bloody idiocy is through the roof at the moment, but it always is on our motorways. Yeah, I'm the one sitting there with no hands. Look, like John just said, look Daddy, no hands. Yeah, do you know what? It is a waste of brake pads. Use the car in front of you. It's also got the I don't know what it's called. It's got the feature like if you're too close to the car in front, you can set the distance. It slows down automatically. So do you know what? In no time at all, people, we are going to properly have self-drive cars. Properly, right? We really, really are. Whether you like it or not, right? We're gonna have self-drive cars, man. Yeah, as I drive past people, I should pretend I'm asleep with my hands like on top of my head or something. Oh, go on, mate. I'm starving. I'll tell you what, got to find a bloody garage or something before we get to this protest. I've had nothing to eat today. I don't even know what time is. I don't even know where this is a brand new car, by the way. I've fortunate enough I was able to just pick it up from the yard. So that's work to you people. Either, yeah, be alright for the drinkers. Do you know what? I've quit drinking as well. I don't drink anymore. 1 month nearly. I don't know what it is. Chucky, I know exactly what it's been. How many? She knows, honestly, to the minute. She knows. I've got an itchy foot. Oh, there you go. That's just letting me slam down because I'm getting too close to the car in front. Where am I going? Bothered. Wow, man, I'm lucky enough I've just seen that comment. I'm off to Cheshunt. I'm going to go and put my face in, just show my face at Cheshunt. And they're one of the few areas that at least do turn out on these cold evenings and do what needs to be done. But I tell you what, guys, I don't know if any of you ain't seen my video yet. Certainly, if you didn't watch the live that I've done at Crowborough. Now, the video obviously only shows half hour of the 2.5, 3 hours of streaming that I was doing at Crowborough. The meeting at Crowborough was insane. The amount of people there, was absolutely insane. I wasn't there this Sunday because I was still crying about having no phones. I could have gone there and just filmed, but that's I don't do that with the protest. Woohoo! Yeah, boy. I don't do that with the protests. I like to stream. And what I do is, whilst I'm streaming, I also have my camera running 4K, running throughout the whole stream, just filming everything. And if there's any good highlights, then I turn those highlights into a video. If nothing fantastic happens, then I don't bother turning it into a video. You'll see that most of my hotel protests I do, most of them are live streams, and they don't get turned into videos, quite simply because there's been no highlights. And you know, I don't want to waste my time sitting down editing and they really don't get the views because everybody's already seen it as a live stream. Either I've cut down, I've cut down drinking. Also, I'll have a couple of cans when mates come round. Yeah, fair enough. I get that. I get that, mate. I've completely stopped, stopped altogether. Both myself and Chucky. Don't get me wrong, we love a drink. It's our only vice. We don't smoke or anything. We don't smoke like bloody wacky backy, whatever you know, weed. We don't do anything like that. We just don't. We don't. You know. And our only vice was drinking. And I'll tell you what I have found now. I have all these plans, all these things that I want to do. It's getting warm in here. What's the temperature? I have all these plans, temperature 20.5 degrees. I have all these plans of, right, tomorrow I'm going to do this, or later on, that's it. Later on, I'm going to go out to the van, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that, I'm going to go into the garden, I'm going to, right? And then you sit down, you chill out, you'll have a couple of glasses of wine, then all of a sudden, that goes out the window. I just can't be bothered. You just think, do you know what? I'm going to sit down, chill out, watch you know, a few episodes of what I like to watch on the Fire Stick or my streaming device, let's say. I've found that I'm getting off my arse now. I'm doing all those bits and pieces that I otherwise was losing the motivation to bloody do. And yeah, so it's been good for that. Yeah, bothered now. Yeah, can agree. It's exactly how it happens, and it's true, right? Do you know that? Right, I've looked the amount of times. I'll give you a scenario, okay, people, and to you, bothered now, right? I'll give you a scenario. It's maybe 3 o'clock, okay? Right, now, our schools turn out at 3:30, right? But because the schools have after clubs and all this, it seems to go on till sort of 5, half 5, that all the school kids are constantly going past, right? Now, when I generally go out and I'll do stuff on my van, or I'll have my dog with me. Mally will just stand next to me. Right? But the school kids, they become a nightmare, mate. Right? And that's when I think, right, I'll tell you what, I'll go out later on, I'll do this, or I've still got a couple of repairs, a couple of bits and pieces I've got to do. Then I'll just open up a can of beer or something. I'll have a 1664, right? And then another one, or maybe a glass of wine. Then it's Nah, do you know what? I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow, and you just sit down and you turn into a slob, and that's what happens, right? And I think to myself whilst I'm having that drink, I think to myself, I feel good, but I'm not. I'm putting off all that shit I need to do. I'm putting it off. It's true. Then you're right, bothered now. Then everything just goes out of the window, Mum, completely. I mean, we've got a camping trip to plan and organise. But I tell you what, I have found though. I've now started so many projects that I've been putting aside, that unfortunately things like going shooting and camping and stuff's got to wait now until after Christmas. But yeah, there's going to be some. We got some big plans for next year. Big plans. I can't wait. The plans obviously including a boat. So yeah, I can't wait. Next year, can't wait. Not going to. I do feel this year I've wasted a lot. I've wasted, both myself and Chucky. We've wasted a lot of this year. We've put off until tomorrow what we could be doing right now. But you have a drink and you can't be bothered to do that right now. Do you know what I mean? And that's what's been happening. Oh, we've got them in the inside lane, the middle lane and the outside lane. They're all in line together, all doing the same speed. No one's going to make a move so we can overtake them. They're all just in line, like they're having a poxy conversation, looking at each other. That really bugs me, that does. Just move out of the way, one of you. Fortunately, the one on the outside lane's moving. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Elaine, we'll be on the sea, don't you worry. We'll be on the sea, seeing what we can see, doing a lot of sailing. It's got 2 engines as well, so like twin engines that work independently of each other. You can have both engines going at once, or you can use the individual engines. So if one fails, you've got one to get you home at least if there's no wind. But ultimately it is a sailing boat. I can't wait. I can't wait, Mum. Really cannot wait. I'm driving properly now. We're doing 60-65 miles an hour. We're just in a nice constantly going, so can't be looking at the screen anymore at the moment. I have to concentrate. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Bloody Volvo. Bloody Volvo drivers. I'm not having a dig at anybody in the comments that might be driving a Volvo. Or did. At least he's moved over. Move over, darling. Now we've got a Poxy smart car in our way. Yeah, he's moving over. Thank you very much. What's next? Who else can I bump and shift out of the way? Oh, people. Right, anyway. I haven't got a clue. Hold on. Oh, mate. What's going on? No, man. I don't know how to get the sat-nav back on this. There we go. Please don't tell me I've gone past my bloody turning. That'd be a nightmare. No. Yep. No. No. Yep. Yep. No. Right, guys, yeah. I think I might miss me turning. Evening, who's that just coming? Jamar? Evening, Jamar. So I'm driving at the moment, I can't be looking at the screen. We've got two and a half miles roughly before I turn off the M11. I'm on my way to Cheshunt, people. Cheshunt, the Delta Marriott Hotel. 17 minutes before I get there. Don't even know where the clock is on here. But I do have to stop somewhere, a garage or so. I've got to get something to eat before I get there. I am starving. If I don't get something to eat, I ain't going to the protest. So I really do need to get some food. I've set up a little light there, a little light, so that it shines on the godly, righteous people. Right, I've waffled and I've ranted and I've moaned enough. How do I put cruise control on this? There we go, cruise control, yep, we're on. And we are cruising at an altitude of 0 feet. At a warp factor of 71 miles an hour. I will notch that down now. Right, okay. To 70 miles an hour. So I don't get grassed up for breaking the speed limit. I do need a petrol garage anyway. There we go. We're tuned to the best in London town. LWR, you're tuned to. We're turning off now. We're turning off. Here we go. Bish, bash, bosh. Here we go. Bye-bye, people. Bye-bye, baby, goodbye. Okay, bug. Yeah. Bothered now will tell you when I drive, generally, oh no, I do drive very sensibly. As sensible as you can drive if you've got a car and you're driving it like you've stole it. It's what I've got gears for. Slow the engine down, saves on brake pads. Okay, but right, I know we pass a petrol garage, bloody hope so. I know we do. Why did I say I know we do and then I said I hope we do? Or I hope so. Because if I hope so, that means I don't know. Or I'm not sure. But we better. I've got to get some food. I'm too hungry to not go and get some food. Right, people, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it there, right? And if you give me, right, it's saying 13 minutes until I'm there, plus I'm going to be stopping at a shop, 30, maybe 20 minutes, right? In about 20-25 minutes, give or take, I'm going to be live, okay, at the hotel. So I'm going to end it here. What's that? AMG. Do you know what? Thank you very much, my friend. That's much appreciated. So I'll put that towards the funds, the money that I've spent this bloody weekend getting new phones to stream on and stuff. But I really appreciate that. Big lol. Thank you so much. Grab something to drink, mate. I'm gonna get. If I stop at the right garage, I can't remember what garages I go to. I'll be getting a meal deal, but I'll be getting myself a drink, a sandwich, a bag of crisps, if that's the meal deal. But I really appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. I will end it now, though. Right, and please guys, catch up with you in the live when I get to the hotel. So keep an eye out now. I will be live very soon. Thank you so much, people, and I will catch you very soon, okay? Cheers, people.